I love baking. I've been baking since I was super little with my dad. And so every time I see something on like a show, I will look it up online and see if I can make it. And usually it works out. There have been a few disasters. I prefer baking over cooking just because like the savory stuff, like it takes a lot more skill, I think. As long as it's sweet, then it'll be good. When I was younger, my dad would always have me help him out in the kitchen, and he loves to cook. And so in order to spend time with him, I would cook too, and we always made like cakes and cookies. It's really fun. And it's a nice like stress reliever too. You don't have to worry about what's going on in life when you can just bake all your worries away. So when I first started getting into activism, I mainly focused on women's rights because I noticed at my high school that there was a lot of sexism. And so I wanted to empower the women around me to make sure that they can stand up for themselves. So I started a club, and it was really incredible to see all of the young women in my life completely change their demeanor and realize that they do have power over what happens in their lives. While I was in high school, I was a sophomore at the time when the shooting in Parkland, Florida happened at Stoneman Douglas High School. And our school did a walkout. And as we stood there, we had a moment of silence for 17 minutes for every victim of that shooting. And as we stood there, it was almost like I felt the air around me change. Like all of a sudden, all of these people around me were like, something needs to change. Like something needs to happen so that this doesn't happen again. Because students shouldn't be afraid to go to school. I know, especially in Utah, Democrats tend to hide. They register Republicans so that they feel that they have a voice and they have a say in what's actually going on here. But in order to actually make the change that Democrats, and specifically Utah Democrats, want to see, we have to make sure that we're seen and that people know that we are here and we're not going anywhere. I'm Emma Fetzer, and I am a Utah Democrat.